been thinking for a long time about the disciples in the upper room being told to wait. Yuck was the first word that came to mind. I don't think there's anyone who really enjoys waiting for something. Think about it for a minute. Do you like to wait? The answer for most of us is an emphatic no. You know, each of them had a lot of waiting to do, and waiting and waiting and waiting from Easter to Pentecost. But how do you know how to live in the middle of that? Each of us is called to do that at some point. If God has commanded us to wait, how do we do that in a godly way? Well, Psalm 37 starts out with verse 7 saying this: "Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him." Be still? Okay, so we can't push our own agenda if we're going to wait on God. More than that, we have to wait patiently. Patiently, what's the opposite of that? With frustration, with apprehension, or chomping at the bit? Does God mean if we're going to wait patiently, we're not going to be doing any of those things? Then I jump to Romans. Romans 12 says this in verse 12: "Rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer." So I'm supposed to pray as I wait for God's best. And so are we. In our lives, in our life and in the life of others, we're supposed to be praying constantly. That's a part of how we wait well. And then 1 Corinthians 13 says, "Love is patient and kind, and love doesn't envy or boast and is not arrogant." So if we're going to wait in love, we have to do it without envy. Envy would be wishing I could have something better, right? Or boasting, thinking I know a better way than God knows when he tells me to wait. Ephesians puts it like this: "With all humility and gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another in love." Wait in humility, trusting God's best over our own desires, gentle with ourselves and with others, willing to carry the weight of each other. Colossians adds more to that. Can you imagine? God must have really thought we were going to have to do a lot of waiting, or he wouldn't have given us all of these, right? Colossians says, "May you be strengthened with all power according to his glorious might, for all endurance and patience with joy." My prayer for you and for me is that we be strengthened with God's power, as he is all powerful, so that we can endure with joyful patience. May your waiting result in God's best in a way you have yet to imagine. And may that be true for all of us, his children, as we wait. For just as we said Easter was coming, no matter what, Pentecost is coming too, and the power of God's Spirit at work within his church. I can't wait for that. Can you?